Okay, so I guess we're going to visit Jacob. So we're looking for a white house by the Howling Wolf statue. Howling Wolf statue is over here. So where's a white house? None of these houses look white to me. Is this it? This must be the house Henry mentioned. Hello? Knock knock. Anybody home? Hi.
Shh.
Okay. You're not all there, are
You
you?
can speak freely now.
Hello, my name is Howard. I'm here because Henry Lawrence told me you could help me with a special matter.
Why is he so fidgety?
What matter is that?
Do you recognize the name The Gate?
I had a feeling you were going to ask that. Your voice, your eyes, those burning bright eyes. You look exactly like him.
Who?
Him. He told me about you once. How you would come back one day. This is your destiny. You cannot go against it.
What? I think you're confusing me with someone else. Can you tell me about the gate? Just tell me about the
He
gate.
is completely mad, but I must get some answers. Can you tell me about the gate?
It is the building nestled over the black abyss. You
Great!
should have remembered it by now. But it seems it is still not clear for you. You will remember soon.
Okay. What do you mean by black abyss?
What do you mean by Black Abyss?
That place is built upon a web of underground passages that lead to Gehenna. That's why they call it the Gate.
Okay.
It is the gate to the unlit hell beneath the surface that hides unimaginable secrets from our eyes.
That was Howard.
Mr.
Okay.
Nathaniel, he was the one who called you beyond time. He learned that if he appealed to Yog-Sothoth, someone from his own bloodline would one day come back.
Right.
I was only a child.
That makes sense.
But I remember everything. I remember what they did under that damn place. I can see him in your eyes. And there was that other child. He was not human. He looked exactly like one. And they treated him like one. But I could tell he wasn't human at all. No human child can speak with the knowledge of the darkest abysses like him. None can speak about the heathen arcane knowledge of the darkest ages, which availed from the eyes of simple men like us.
Are you having fun?
If only you heard him, then you would understand me. But yet, all that is also in you. You will soon remember. Everything will come back to you. Every memory. Silently, I listened to his muffled voice as he screamed, growled, jumped and crashed around at night under the ground.
That almost sounds like me. What do you mean, Mr. Nathaniel called me beyond time? What child? Both of these questions are important. Okay, well, let's start with this one.
What do you mean Mr. Nathaniel called me beyond time?
They needed a blood descendant, but only such a person can do what they require. Mr. Nathaniel, he could speak with his ancestors. Or maybe the opposite was true. They told him to call you, and so he did. He somehow learned strange languages he never even knew existed. And with this knowledge, he read forbidden books gathered from around the world. Passages about summoning beyond time. Those fiendish necromantic murmurings and chants.
Okay. How did this Mr. Nathaniel learn such an appeal?
How did this Mr. Nathaniel learn such an appeal?
He learned it from Jedediah, a shadow from his own lineage, from your lineage.
Right. That makes sense. Who is this Jedediah?
Who is this Jedediah?
I don't know. I only know his name, and that he was from Nathaniel's bloodline. I once read in one of the books that even if you kill the physical body of some people, it doesn't mean they're really dead and will disappear from this world. They can find a way to come back, and then silently wait for their time to come.
Okay, that sounds great. What child?
What child?
The child Mr. Nathaniel was told to take in. He took him into his home, despite strong opposition from Mrs. Ingrid, his wife. During the early days, the child often suffered serious seizures, and they had to lock him up after he murdered a maid. It was horrible. That was the time
Right.
Mr. Nathaniel fired all the maids and servants except my father, since he'd been with him for a long time and knew many secrets. Then, they gave the boy something to make him calm. It seemed like he forgot what he knew. And after that, he grew up in that house like a normal child. Until one day, when he left the house to go elsewhere.
Was that Howard?
I don't know where he went, but I was told he would
Yep.
come back when the right time came. I know he is also here.
Oh,
I can feel him.
then maybe it's Loth or something? Who told him to take the child in?
Who told him to take the child in?
I don't know. It was so sudden. One particularly stormy night, a stranger came with that child. He was a tall and dangerous-looking man. All the servants were frightened of him at first sight. Yet he himself seemed afraid of the child. I listened to their conversation and learned that he could hardly speak our language. So he spoke with Mr. Nathaniel in a language that only he seemed to know. Only 2 days later did we really discover why he came. He'd brought the child from a distant place for Mr. Nathaniel to raise, and he accepted the boy in without hesitation. But he never explained why he agreed to do it.
Okay. Why did Miss Ingrid want to escape?
Why did Mrs. Ingrid want to escape?
I'm not sure, but I think she saw something terrible. She knew a lot about the things her husband was interested in doing. But after the child incident, she started to hate him, though she stayed by his side. After a while, the situation began to change and got more serious. And that's when the secret meetings began. She hated it all, both the meetings and those who attended them. And one day, it seemed she couldn't take it anymore and ran away. But Mr. Nathaniel's friends forced him to take her back and lock her up. They saw
Great.
Mrs. Ingrid as a threat who might reveal secrets about them. He had to do as they instructed, but he wasn't happy about it.
Let me guess, it ended badly for her. Okay, how do you know this much about me?
How can you know this much about me?
Mr. Nathaniel told me some things, but I learned most of what I know from eavesdropping and secretly reading the same things he read. Only the ones in English, of course. He had some friends who shared the same interests as him. When they gathered and the incense was heavy in the air, it was easy to listen in on their excited conversations. They often talked about you and some others who are like you. And there were other things that I wouldn't have understood unless I'd read some of the books. His wife, that poor woman, hated his friends and the topics they spoke about in those heathen meetings. Once, she tried to escape, but he brought her back, and and locked her up in her room.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
But he was not like that originally. The only mistake he made was moving into that house of his ancestors after he married. But maybe it was a fate he could not fight against.
That does not bode well
He
for you,
seems
Howard.
completely mad. But somehow, I get the feeling his words weren't just crazed ramblings or the wild imagination of a madman.
Okay. Great. So now we just leave? Are we? Do we have the mansion? Can we go there now? What now? What do you want to do, Howard? Use your words. Be helpful. Do I go to sleep? I don't know. Let's save. Howard isn't giving me any direction. Alright, save game. Bugs everywhere. Okay. Let's see. Maybe can I just go to bed? Why is this guy always in his red hoodie? Fascinating conversation you guys are having. They're just kind of shaking their heads at each other. Hey guys, what's up? I'm gonna walk through your food. I hope you don't mind. Hello, Toadman. I can't talk to him right now. He's on a mission to go somewhere. Okay. Can we learn anything new from him?
I heard some unpleasant rumors about a mansion outside of town. What can you tell me about it?
It's out in the wilderness, about 30 miles from here. I've never
Kilometers
been
and
there,
miles are not the
but
same.
I remember an incident that occurred right here in this inn.
Oh yeah? Tell
I was
me.
just a kid at the time. One night, an old woman with a dark veil covering most of her face came from that house and stayed here a short while until she was forcefully taken back by a group of old men with fake beards.
What's with the fake beards?
Who knows who they were, but it was obvious she had secretly escaped from them. I think she was waiting for the train to take her away from here. But they took her back against her will.
I'm guessing that was
I
Ingrid.
was very young, but I remember it like it was yesterday. When she saw them, she shrieked with fear. Some words were in Latin, I think.
Did she
never
say
heard
these
of
words
her
or did
again.
they just exist?
I've also heard some very bad stories about barbaric rites that take place at particular times of the year.
Uh-huh.
That's why nobody wants to visit that house. It's empty now, but most of the people are afraid even to go too near it anymore.
Oh, great.
Very interesting.
Okay, how can I get there? What room did the lady from the mansion stay in? How do I get there?
How can I get there?
It's impossible to get there on foot at this time of year. Roads will be covered with snow, and it would be too dangerous to walk through the woods full of hungry wolves.
Ooh.
I think maybe Herbert could help you. He passes near it because of his work.
Who is Herbert? Can you tell me who Herbert is? That's not helpful. Okay, what room did the lady from the mansion stay in?
What room did the lady from that mansion stay in?
I can't remember precisely, but she stayed in one of the rooms on the first
Okay.
floor.
I'm on
Where
the
can I
second
find
floor.
this Herbert?
Yeah, there we go.
You're in luck. He's right back there, eating alone.
Thanks.
Okay. Excellent.
If you want, I can speak with Herbert for you. He doesn't like to speak with strangers, but I'm sure I can persuade him.
That would be nice of you,
That would
Toadman.
be great.
Thank you. I'm sorry for jumping on your tables repeatedly. It's nothing personal. Oh, we don't even get to see Herbert? Okay, the gate. A sinister Victorian mansion that stands silently alone in the wilderness. Ooh. How spooky! Oh no! This place, I remember it vaguely. Okay. I visited here several times when I was a child. And this is my grandfather's house. I never liked it here. Ooh, is this the place I'm searching for? What is the connection between these strange experiences and my family? I need to figure out what is happening. Day 2, arrival at the place known as The Gate, February 22nd, 2012. Okay, we are at The Gate. Is it marked on my map now? Can I... Okay. The gate must be here according to the innkeeper. Should be somewhere around here. Okay. Hopefully I'm able to just fast travel back here without bothering Herbert. I don't even know who Herbert is. Break out your lantern so I can actually see where we're going. Can I drop off of this? No. Let's run back. There's nothing. How about around back on the pathway instead of on the porch? Can I actually go there? Is he running? Yeah. He's running very slowly. I would prefer to fly. Nope, can't fly here. That's too bad. What would it be like if whatever... I guess there aren't any neighbors around, but what if they looked out their windows and just saw this man with a lantern flying around the abandoned house? I would think it was haunted for sure. That explains a few things, I guess. Alright, what's back here? Oh, is this a mausoleum? Oh, that's not good. That is so not good. Can we jump over this fence? No. There's a shovel. An old-looking shovel. It's locked. Probably for good reason. Yeah, this looks like a crypt or something. I don't want to go in there. But I have a feeling eventually I'm gonna have to. And then it will be scary. I'm sure. Okay, let's see what's down this other path. If we ever get there. What is this? Is that a well? Oh, I like the music here. It's kind of spooky. What's this well? The cover on the well is locked, and there is a strange mechanism here. I've never seen this cover before. When I was last here, there was a simple metallic cover on the lid. Why would someone want to change the cover of a disused well? Probably because it isn't disused. That's my guess anyway. Okay, can I do anything with this? I guess not. I'm assuming we have to unlock that. First, I have to let a cat in again. They just continually torture me at this hour. Alright. So. Let's save, actually. I don't think I've saved. Have I saved since getting here? No, I haven't. Alright. Overwrite. Continue. Let's go. So, can I go inside the house? Is it unlocked? I guess we'll find out in a moment. Whenever Howard decides to wander over there. La 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 la. Oh, I would bunny hop, but it makes him go even slower. So I guess maybe I shouldn't do that. I want to get somewhere eventually. Okay. Hello, house. Oh, it's got a weird window. That looks like the window in that cabin. The entrance is locked. Oh, great. So now what? Do I have anything that I can use to unlock it? I don't remember picking up any keys. Can we crowbar our way in? I don't think I can use that here. No, I guess not. So the mausoleum is locked. The house is locked. And so is that well. Maybe can I get in from this side? Is there like a back door? It's locked. Everything is locked. Oh, this looks bad. I'm not excited about this. What about this? This is the door to the cellar. No! It's locked, but the lock seems weak from rust. With some effort, I think I could break the lock easily. Okay, can you do that? Hit it with the shovel. Where is that shovel? Break it. That should work. Great! I managed to break the lock. It's not so great, Howard. We're going into a cellar, don't you know? Cellars are bad. Bad things happen in cellars. Very bad things. I'm gonna take a box with me. Maybe not, because I can't see anything. Throw the box over there. Okay, maybe not over there, because then I can't see nothing.